brothers, welcome back to DummyNation. Today we're going to be playing as one of the most requested nations and also one of the hardest nations I have played, which is Tunisia. Now we are playing with chat here, so hopefully we can hive mind this together. Now Tunisia is in a very, very rough start. The reason why is when you check their diplomacy, we are part of the Arab League, which means we really can't attack anybody here. We can get away with attacking one, but if we attack two, we're definitely going to get ganged up on. The second thing that makes it really hard is that we border the EU and NATO to the north. So there's really no expansion to the north. There's no expansion anywhere here. And also, we don't have sea access because this does not count. The Strait of Gibraltar doesn't count. So we have no way of pushing out and hitting weaker nations. So Tunisia starts out in an absolutely horrible spot. We are the 88th best GDP, the 73rd best military power. And what makes it worse is most of our military power is in commandos. We only have 800 tanks and 192 rockets. Now, we're going to go ahead and start with our military research. We're going to put 10 into making everything cheaper. We're going to put the full amount into reactive armor. And then we are going to build up our military and fix our budget. So we're going to take down social spending. We're actually going to take it down all the way. We're going to increase our military spending by a lot. Now, this is going to kind of slightly hurt our economy, but we're still going to be growing at 0.2%. Social spending really just helps with population, and population is not something that we really need right now. We need to have a strong military presence. We cannot lose anything. So we're going to hit apply there, make that fill up, and then we're going to go to our democracy, and it's worthwhile to increase our liberator all the way up so we face less militias and increase our military service so more people will be fearful of attacking us. Now, the biggest problem starting out in Tunisia is actually, let's go ahead and spend our money on the military. So we're going to put a good amount into tanks, and then we're going to buy a few more commandos, a few more rockets or gunners, and then the rest into rockets. Now, what makes our spot even harder is that through my playtest, there are two countries we need to worry about. Italy and Turkey. They will come down with and just destroy us, and none of our allies will really help us in any point. Now, there are some easy targets that we can get. You can see we're making basically nothing right now, 11.58. But we can take our military and go to some countries that don't have any military, such as Malta. So we're going to go over, get Malta, and then also Monaco typically doesn't start off with any military. So that's going to be good targets for us. And then we'll kind of talk from there. Hopefully we'll have our military. Social spending reduces inflation and increases population, neither of which are relevant. Yeah, they're not relevant right now. If we were a bigger country, I wouldn't cut it down all the way. Because we're a smaller country, it's definitely worthwhile getting that through. All right, so there's Malta. Let's go ahead and get the other easy target that's available to us, which is Monaco. Monaco's not exactly going to give us a lot, but at this point, we need every little bit that we can get. Monaco's been defeated. So let's go home and build up, wait for the rest of our military. Now, we have a couple different ways of getting out. We can either go into Morocco, as they have only 1,000 tanks, but this will give us sea access, and they are the 60th best military or GDP. That'll actually increase here very shortly, and that's kind of an easy way out. But they do have a lot of troops, and they have very mountainous terrain, which really hurts our ability to win the battles because they have just a lot more tanks than us. We'll take a lot of attrition damage. Second option is we can try and push through Syria, and sometimes Iraq falls, and if Iraq falls, then we have access to Iran, and Iran typically does fall. Third option is we can push through Libya. Libya has the weakest army of all of them, but Libya is a little bit tricky because then we need to push through Chad. Chad doesn't really have a military, and then we can get down to Cameroon. Now, what makes this tricky is if we push all the way down here, but the United States then grabs this, we have no way out. So the best ways that we can go out is either through Morocco or Syria. So what we're going to do in this situation is we're going to go over to Syria. Now, the reason we want to go over to Syria is that if somebody attacks Syria, we have a chance of sniping the land and getting it for very cheap. So that's going to be a good. Typically, Morocco doesn't get attacked. If we want to push through Morocco, we have to kind of do that one ourselves. But Syria always gets attacked. If Syria gets attacked, we can also potentially push through Jordan or Iraq. So we're just going to hang out right here, waiting for our military service to get up. Also trying to get 4.1 in research so that we can buy the first level of combat training and increase our troop size. Now, another thing I would like to do just in the very beginning is going over to actions and then get an alliance treaty with Russia. It's the cheapest one we can get just Just to double check though, let's just make sure we can't get one with China. Yeah, 1.7. And then like United States, I'm sure is like a bajillion. Yeah, 17 million. So we'll spend the 13 to get the alliance treaty with Russia, just to make sure that we don't get attacked by Turkey or Italy at this point. Wait. Big opportunity. Spain is attacking. Can we get over here in time? Spain left. So now this is the golden opportunity for us. This is the cheapest we're ever going to get out of here. We need to push through Morocco before anybody else comes. Now, the Arab League is going to declare war on us. We're just going to buy off anybody that comes over here, like Yemen and so forth. The biggest one we have to really worry about is if Egypt comes over here, and they are. So let's see if, no, that's Iraq. We're fine with Iraq. Syria did just get taken by Israel, which is fine because we have a way out and that's all we ever wanted. Oh, nice little capitulation there. Now, what makes this even more important is not the access to go like fart around and grab some of these smaller countries. We'll waste too many troops. We still don't have a lot of money. What we're going to be waiting on is we could actually probably go into you and just get that for free, unless you're part of the Arab League, in which case it's probably not worth it. Nobody really likes you. Okay, and who is this? That's Russia. Let's go ahead and finish off this just for the little bit of extra land. But we don't want to waste our troops in an attrition battle grabbing like Algeria or anything. What we're waiting for is to see if Russia falls. If we can get into Russia early, we win. It's definitely worth going into the Ivory Coast. They only have 200 tanks. We can take that pretty effectively and get a little bit more economy for ourselves. But let's go ahead and draw ourselves a line so we can get out. Attaco is weak. Not a bad call, but at the end of the day, we're so weak on troops that if we just overexpand and attack everyone who's weak, we won't have the ability to rebuild our troops and we'll become the target ourselves. But that's a nice little get for us. We're up to 52. So what I would like to do now is just park my troops up here. I actually would like to take a sea route just to make sure I don't step on anyone's toes. Wait a minute. India's declared war on Mexico. Mexico's weak. Oh, this is a big opportunity. We got to get over here and fight Mexico right now. Hopefully Spain doesn't destroy everything. Why? Why go there? Just speed up. I don't want to see it. It's so ugly. Get me over there. Make sure Mexico doesn't have like high friends. Vatican City, Venezuela. We can tank those. I think UK is coming over here to do the exact same thing. They are. Nice. Mexico's going to be a huge get for us. We're almost at making 100. That's a great mark for us. This is a great start. Oh, great start for us. Great start. We're not going to worry about that because the UK is already over there. How's Russia doing? Still at 7.8. This is probably the best start I've ever had with Tunisia. Japan, you're not like incredibly weak either. Just a little check. Just a little check. Brazil? Yeah, you're strong too. Okay, let's take our troops and follow our battle plan. So we just hang out right now. The reason I'm hanging out right here is because if you look at the economy of Russia, most of it is over here in the east, or the west, excuse me. So if we can push down here and grab any of this, we're going to be golden. So we're just going to make a straight line down to Moscow. Now you may be saying, why don't you kind of piggyback off what the bigger nations are doing? Generally because if you waste too many troops here in the beginning, we are still not very big as a nation. Military-wise, 23rd best power. If we get that any weaker, countries will then look at us as a target, and that really, we can't allow that to happen. Russia is going down though. Russia has no troops. This is our time. We go. Let's also invest as much as we can into more tanks. Let's get another 1,000 tanks in here. Russia having no troops is going to be a big boon for us though. We're the first to attack them. They got in a war with Germany. Belarus is also going to come over here. They're not a concern. They're just kind of a thing you have to do. North Korea also might come over here. Okay, tanks are here. Can you get here without going through Russia? You can. Good. Yeah, here comes... Who is this? Estonia. Ooh, nice. Estonia should hopefully tank any attacks we get from Belarus. But let's keep pushing down south. Let's not worry about this area over here. Don't care about that. Whatever the rebels take, they'll take. We just push for the economy. Oh, look at that. 200 right now. Huge. Huge for us. This is the god tier spawn. This is a huge W. It is. It really is. We control all the economic sectors, and we can really push out through here once we take out this one rebel army. Now, there is the option to split our stack, but again, because we're such a small army, I don't want to take too much attrition to rebels. I just want to keep directionally pushing in good areas for us. This is kind of a slow and steady wins the race type thing. We don't need all of Russia. We just want a good chunk of it. Yeah, and now Portugal's really getting involved, which is fine for us. We captured most of what we wanted. Please take care of these guys before you go anywhere. And that's Turkey. Okay. So let's just wait for this to all go, and we'll push out a little bit more. See if we can squeeze our way through over here and just kind of keep a cohesive country. This is actually nice that they're doing this because Portugal's invading, but just the north, because it keeps us a little bit more in line since we only really have one army from having to deal with too many rebels. This honestly couldn't have gone better for us. This is the best start we possibly could have gotten. Now, granted, China is huge. They don't really have a military right now. But one thing you really got to keep in mind is a slight update is even when their troops are weak, you got to keep in mind their firepower. Because I've gone into Japan when they've had really low they've had really low troops, but their firepower was like 30, and with a far superior army and gotten stack wiped. So let's go ahead, spend another little bit of troop or research into getting our combat up. And that's fine. We don't need anything else. Let's just let's go home for the time being because we want to build up our military. We're making good income now. Going farther into anybody else would be too greedy. Except maybe Ukraine. How are your diplomacies? The Netherlands and Lithuania. Maybe we can grab a little bit from Ukraine. If Poland's invading them, no, Latvia's invading them. Okay, let's go ahead and push and grab a little bit of Ukraine. Yeah, the Netherlands has declared war on us. If they come over here with their army, we'll try and peace out with them. 2.4. Okay, so this might have been a little bit of a mistake. Let's just retreat into our country and make them go away. And we'll come back and fight the rebels. Okay, they're gone. Wonderful. That worked out really good for us. We got a little bit more land. That was kind of the greediest thing we could have done. Now, marching through NATO might be... one of these guys might go hostile to us. Frick. We should have gone the long way. We lost a little bit of troops, but not the worst. Let's not make the same mistake with Italy, though. Let's not risk that. Let's just go down here. Okay, how are our allies? We are still allied to Egypt. Let's just actually take a look. How do people view us now? Okay, a few people hate us. Who is this? That's still Russia. That makes sense. United States doesn't like us a lot. China kind of likes us. I don't suppose 94 to get an alliance with China? Absolutely. That'll protect us. Let's try and jump in on this. Saudi Arabia, do you like us? You don't like us? You might... Will you let me go through here, though? They will. Okay, good. So we can get over here to fight Iran. Now let's check out the economic areas. Is there any along the coast? Yeah, like right here. This is where we need to push. Now this is another example of a country like the AI taking away the armies but not finishing the job. Let's just push up straight and grab their economy. I think this is their capital. I'm going to go ahead and invest in the military a little bit more now that we have like 3.4. Let's try and get another 2k tanks. And then we're pretty low on rockets, so let's just spend the rest on rockets. How's our military power now? 12. I feel a lot better about that. Japan is so weak. New Zealand, they're actually like a really good target. Let's see. Troops 2.28 million. We got 12 million. Do we think we can push on Japan? Okay, let's get our commandos and let's go into Japan. Japan will skyrocket us to the moon. We're already making so much that this might be a little bit greedy, but I'm going to do it. Okay, just double checking. You don't have a military. Where is your economic zones? Where's Tokyo? Excuse me. I meant to go... Tokyo's right, their capital. Okay, that's going to get huge for us. Let's go right there. Okay, military has been defeated. How much did we take a toll? We only lost about 0.2 tanks. That's really good. Finland's declared war on us. Oh, South Korea's declared war on us. Can we get a treaty with you? Worth, go away. Who else has declared war on us? Indonesia, Finland, Thailand, New Zealand, South Africa, Ghana, Tunisia. We'll see if Indonesia comes up. Indonesia, how much could we... how much would it cost for you? We'll see if they actually send troops out. But this has already like doubled our economy just grabbing Tokyo. Okay, who is this? Thailand? I think I'm still going to buy off Thailand. I think we spend our money right now just buying off people from attacking us, so we don't lose unnecessary troops. But where is your economic zones? Over here is probably for the best. Let's make sure we don't lose this to another country. Here's Indonesia. We'll buy you off as well. That's pretty cheap. This is New Zealand. New Zealand really doesn't have any troops. I'm going to see how much it costs. 16, easy. That's an easy one to say go away. Norway? Finland? You're cheap too. Just buy everybody else off. South Africa? 1.3, easy. This has got to be so frustrating for Japan. Every single one of their allies is coming to their defense, and I'm just giving them money to go away. We also have another 4.1 to invest to finish off our combat training, so let's do that. And then we can start working, hello, on our, go away, on our planes, which will be kind of the next step in our military power. But look at that. We were making like 1,000. Now we're making 4 just from attacking Japan. Like, what's our economy right now? 5th best economy. We're crushing. We're crushing. Will we do this first try? Yeah. Craft's right. We won't talk about the many off-stream failed attempts I've had. I've probably sunk 20 hours into Tunisia. I've never had a start this lucky. This is actually like a legitimate chance we have of winning this now. Okay, we could definitely use more rockets. We only have 1,000, so let's get a few more. Let's get 3,000 more of those as we're finishing up Japan. We're also going to declare war on Ethiopia at this point, with because I noticed when I was walking through, not all, excuse me, I want this, multiple, this, there we go. You guys combine. Because Ethiopia doesn't have any land. They actually have the 38th best GDP, so it's definitely worth invading, and they don't really have any friends, so we can definitely get away with this. So it's definitely worth invading them just to kind of buffer up our numbers a little bit more. We don't have to invade anybody else at this point. We're making enough gold, but it is worth, I think, just going and grabbing them to just prevent anybody else from grabbing the land. Okay, so currently we're in a great spot. 4th best GDP, 2nd strongest military power. We don't even have planes at this point. So we're a real powerhouse right now. Nice. Okay, so we finished off Japan. Let's go home. Let's consolidate our power a little bit. And I want to save up for planes. And let's start buying into aerodynamics. Oh, that's 8.2. Wow, that's expensive. Okay, well, we have 11,000 tanks. We can probably start pushing our weight around a little bit. Let's check out who's probably the best economy. I think it's going to be... How many troops do you have? 1.3. You have 30 million firepower. You have 12. I think Saudi Arabia is going to be a good target for us. Let's just go ahead and get a few more commandos out here. And I think we go into Saudi Arabia. China's getting close to winning. They're not. No. China's only at 37%. The United States is still above them. Whoa. Saudi Arabia just went way down in strength. Okay, let's get over there. We have 3 million in the bank to potentially knock down anybody who comes against us. Let's combine everybody. Where is your economic zones? Right here, actually. Perfect timing. Okay, let's go right in here and get ready to buy off anybody who declares war on us. Okay, that is... Oh, wait, nope. Not quite the end of Saudi Arabia. They still got a little bit over here. Let's just go on rebel duty with this smaller one. Just make sure we don't have to deal with any rebels as we finish up the rest of Saudi Arabia. But now we're making 8 gold a turn. So that was another like 1,000 that we just got there. Make sure we don't get any rebels there. Oh, you go into Iraq? That was literally what I was going to do next. Oh, you stopped fighting them. Here, let's send this army up to fight Iraq right now. And once these guys are done, let's go ahead and bring you up as well. Let's fight Iraq and Kuwait. Okay, so that is the end of Iraq. Sudan's declared war on us. That should be pretty quick. Let's take you guys. Tell me about Jordan. Jordan's still got 1,000, so I like to do that with a combined army. We'll wait till this goes down. There we go. And we'll bring everybody over here. Oh, my rockets are still not done. Let's wait for the rockets. But we defeat Jordan. And now we can just go through them. Libya's declared war on us. Libya, how many troops do you have? You just have 1,000. Here comes Lebanon as well. Lebanon will be a great one. I'm surprised Lebanon's made it this far into the game. Israel, will you care if I go through you? No, you're fine. Let's go ahead and get Lebanon down. But we do have 8.2, and we can get aerodynamics. We got 10 million. So let's buy 10 million worth of planes, which is 800. That's going to be really nice. We connect our lands over here. Now we're starting to look like a global power instead of just a patchwork, and even though we definitely still are a patchwork of nations. Ooh, Egypt. Ooh. Forget this. Get over there. Zoom me, baby. Egypt, tell me about your diplomacy. Yemen, Mauritania, Turkey maybe. Turkey's the only one I'm worried about. And that's it. Okay, you don't have any troops, right? Just 400 tanks? Awesome. Somebody else did all the heavy lifting. It's our time. Let's push in. Okay, now that Egypt's gone, we're making 11 a tick. Let's send everybody home. Continue to keep saving up for some big tank money so that we can try and take on a little bit bigger of a power. We want to fight Brazil. We want to fight Indonesia. We want to fight the ones that like will be a cost-benefit ratio. Brazil's definitely the best. I'm just going to wait for these last... You know, let's buy a lot more... Oh, frick. Did I buy gunners? I did. Okay, yeah, good. Let's wait for these last little bit to come in, and then we'll fight Brazil. Okay, 8.2. Let's buy another level of aerodynamics. Get planes a little bit cheaper. We have 17 million in the bank. We'll buy another 800 planes. And then, do we need anything to buy off people? Yeah, we're going to need a little bit. So let's wait till we get about 5 million. We'll bring everybody down, though. And then... Brazil's economy is right here along the coast. So this is where we want to attack. Brazil really doesn't have a military at this point. They only have 2 million of the commandos. So let's go ahead and just start fighting down Brazil and get ready to buy off anybody who we need to. Here comes their military. Turkey's declared war on us. Croatia's declared war on us. India's declared war on us. That's one we probably are going to have to buy off. Never mind. India's really weak, but just for funsies, I don't want to fight you. And it's 30,000, so we'll buy that. Oh, and we've already defeated Brazil's army. That was fast. Let's go ahead and split into 4s. Frickin' South Korea. How many troops do you have in total? How off? That was a little bit more expensive than I would have liked. We lost our alliance with the United States. We still have our alliance with China. So the United States really didn't like us attacking Brazil, but at some point we're going to have to diverge paths, which is fine. The economic gains we get from Brazil should offset what we lose from not being friends with the United States anymore. Brazil has been defeated. Wonderful. So let's send everybody home. We have 20,000 tanks and 6,000 rockets. We're going to have to really bring these numbers up, pump those numbers up if we're going to win the game. And what I think would be the best course of action from here is to attack like a Turkey and fight down all the European powers, roll through Europe, and then hopefully the United States piecemeals us, and then we can turn that into a fight against the United States. I think that's good, but we're going to need a lot more troops, probably about 30,000 tanks and 20,000 rockets, and then obviously a lot more commandos and everything. We have 40 million, so let's go ahead and start on the commando front. I think we go into Turkey and we tank Europe. No one's sitting on like a giant army, right? No, only was that the UK. So we really just have to worry about maybe potentially buying off the UK. But we have the troops to get this done. I think we just go into Turkey and hope that this all kind of works out for us. We're going to keep everybody in one stack because they're all going to come and fight us. And I think that's it. I think we breached through most of the militaries. A few stragglers are still going to come in, but like Israel, who is one of the heavy guys, they're gone. They're completely out of troops. Some other people are still going to have troops. I don't think we've seen France yet. France might declare war on us. How many UK do you have? You're going down. That's nice. It might have been for the best that we didn't peace out with you. And what is like the UK at? They would be a really good target for us to go into. Do they have good relationships with the United States? No, they don't. So they're probably going to be our next target just because the GDP we'll get from them is going to be huge. I'd also really like to go into Germany, but they're best friends with the United States. So that doesn't seem too likely, at least for right now. Okay, Turkey's been defeated. Let's go ahead and take advantage of Israel being really weak. And then we definitely want to go into the UK next. They don't have a lot of troops at all anymore. And their diplomacy is not with China or the United States, which is the two big powers we got to worry about at this point. So we'll quickly just wipe through Israel. That shouldn't take too long. And then just move up to the United Kingdom. The UK is right behind you in GDP. Yeah, they are. So we'll get up pretty high in GDP by attacking them. So let's move over there. Now we're going to have to take an awkward route because everybody hates us. Germany, I would still love to attack you. How's your relationships? Doing really well. You love the United States. Okay. Let's go ahead and get another level of guerrilla warfare. And let's start fighting down the UK. Oh, are they done? Hooray, they're done. Okay. Who do we want next as a target? We talked about this. What happened to the United States? Why are they so low? That's a glitch. Well, we got 1.3 in the G in the bank. Another 10,000 tanks. 3.78 planes. Let's group everybody up, and then I think we go into South Korea. The United States has declared war on us. Ah, frick. Okay. If we were going to do this, we might as well have done it for Germany. But we'll see how much the United States actually comes to war with us. I don't see their troops yet. We're still allied to China. China, how good of friends are we right now? Unchanged. Fantastic. Oh, what's going on? You guys fighting China? Or are you fighting Canada? Yeah, they are. Dang it. All right. Is that South Korea defeated? It is. All right. Let's bring everybody over. Let's just send everybody home, actually. Still pretty weak on... Gosh, you have just so much strength and you won't use it anywhere. Let's try and get up to a G and we'll spin that. Actually, we'll just spend it now. Let's get 300. That. Tanks. Rockets. Planes. And as soon as that's ready, we're going to fight. Well, let's fight Italy first. Well, Italy, what's your diplomacy like? You've been fighting us a lot, though. I'm kind of done with you. I probably should fight Germany straight ahead. Well, let's go ahead and get Italy done. They're the bane of my existence. They've ruined so many of my runs. I'm going to take so much pleasure in taking out Italy at this moment. Oh my gosh. As Tunisia, you get attacked by Italy like once every fourth run just for no reason. They'll just come in and be like, this is ours now. Like, ah, frick. And then you just lose the game. So I'm very happy to be taking them down. We also have another point to spend in National Guard to decrease our militia cost. And we could probably even increase... Let's just go ahead and buy more commandos. Try and get that closer to 1 million. All right. Italy's been defeated. Wonderful news. Germany's completely tapped out. We go into Germany. We take it all. How much has the United States been whittled down? At least to a reasonable degree. They still have 200. We really need to keep whittling them down, fighting their allies. Let's go see if we can catch this big army. What else can we get? We can finish up National Guard. Almost. Let's do this. Let's just develop this all the way. We have to keep... So basically, we have to keep our tactics above 1.6. Or our research above 1.6. So let's wait for that to fill up. We'll finish up Germany. And then we'll go to the war with the United States. People's Republic of China has declared war on us? Brother! 7 million? Hurts my feelings when you betray me like that. Okay. Let's take our giant amount of armies. We'll meet up on the east coast of the United States, and we'll go to war with the United States. Even India is fighting the United States at this point. They have like nothing left at this point. I'm glad we have waited up until this point to fight the United States. I think fighting them beforehand would have been a mistake. But now they are incredibly weak. Where's frickin' Washington? Let's go. Let's go. Bring your armies. Bring your armies. I'm not scared of you. As soon as we defeat their armies, we're going to split. We're going to get so much land off you. Oh, buddy. Okay, United States has been defeated. Wonderful news. Everybody, get together. You know what? I kind of like the direction we have. We don't really have to worry about China's military. So let's just keep everybody together for right now. We'll just say, everybody go attack China. There we go. That's a beautiful sight. The many armies of Tunisia should be enough to take down the puny armies of China. Oh, we're getting so close. Look at the ticking. Look at the ticking that we're getting. I'm hoping that China's going to be enough and that we don't have to fight down India, but I don't know if that's going to be the real case. 98! Come on! Oh, we're so close. We're so close. 99! Yes! Let's go! Oh, I cannot tell you how hard Tunisia has been and how I will never play this nation again. But dang, am I glad to have won this one. Oh, what a rough one. But thank you guys for the recommendation. As always, if you have a nation you want me to play, just put it in the comments down below. I'll play the top most upvoted country in the next video. But as we do start to wrap things up, I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching, especially if you've made this far in the video. If you have made this far in the video, hey, give a thumbs up, really helps out a lot. If you're new around here, subscribe for more. I put up videos every day. But boys, I will see you in the next one. And a special thank you to all of my members, with shout outs to producers Chris Mitchell, Kevin Andy Stamps, Icy, Christopher Ryans, American Patriot, Quagsire Lover 32, and executive producers Miskits the Mallard, A137 Mason / Aurelius, Rob Drake, Rob Coleman, Uther Ekana, New Brex, Brock Lowry, Daniel Stevens, Sakari Scarlett, Morwin, Ogan Gabriel, Maverick 149, Jeremy Daniels, Crushland, Austin, and new sponsors Abagula and Gary Garo. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one.